Mr. Emefiele explained that the 81 billion naira paid as rebate is an indication of the Apex Bank's commitment to quick acceleration of the export value chain in Nigeria, adding that in the last 3 quarters, $4.9 billion have been repatriated into the country from non-oil exporters, which is higher than $4.1 billion repatriated in the whole of 2021. He also pointed out that the success of the RT200 scheme had created a formidable premise to make all export products eligible for the rebate and not just limited to the finished and semi-finished products.
There is a need for us to build road infrastructure out of the Ekpe-Lekki area, out of Lagos. There is a need to develop road infrastructure from Ekpe that goes straight into Ondo and cut off some of the traffic or bypasses the traffic within Lagos. They don't have to come this way. They just need to, people import and they export. And then they take them out of the country. Or you want to export, you come in easily through the Jebode-Ekpe axis. You don't have to go through Ikorodu and all this area to come through this place to get into that side. Come in straight, designated export area, where cargoes that are coming into the country, bringing goods, can also go out easily.
The CBN governor also called for a collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment to improve the gains in Nigeria's export sector, while urging Nigerian exporters to continue to improve their products' quality in order to benefit from the CBN export scheme. According to him, non-oil export is a more sustainable means of increasing financial flows into the Nigerian economy to stimulate organic growth.
We do apologies. I know that the process of appropriation has been very difficult, and I heard the last time that something was paid under export grant was about 2 billion in a year. We would like to see and encourage and collaborate with your ministry to see how we can work together to the extent that while we are doing ours, whatever CBN needs to do to complement your ministry to ensure that we're able to encourage more people to conduct their export activities and earn rebates so as to encourage them to do more, we will be willing to work with you, sir.
The CBN-sponsored biannual export summit with the theme RT200 Non-Oil Export Program, The Journey So Far, also had the Lagos State Governor and the Minister for Industry, Trade and Investment in attendance. On his part, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the Lagos State government has completed the first phase of the 6-lane 19-kilometer highways to support the newly commissioned deep sea port in the Lekki axis of the state. He added that his administration is waiting to receive the first shipment of vessels that will start commercial transactions at the seaport.
We can grow the non-oil exports potentials that we have in our country. All of us just need to understand that we are all on the same side. We're probably just looking at different sides of the same coin. And once we begin to have a collaborative, conversations like this, then we're on the right track at ensuring that all that we require for our country to be resilient, to be sustainable, for us to be able to provide what we require, to take this country to the next level, it's available. And I believe in this room, people listening to me and watching me are part of the people that can make that happen.
It is our hope that this scheme, anchored by the Central Bank of Nigeria, will be a key driver of this goal. As we all know, exportation is also not just the preserve of large organizations, and I am delighted to see that this program is all-inclusive as it targets all stakeholders in the export business community.
The RT200 program is an initiative of the CBN with the support of the Bankers Committee, which aims to raise $200 billion in foreign exchange earnings from non-oil proceeds over the next 3 to 5 years, while the rebate scheme is designed to incentivize exporters in the non-oil sector to encourage repatriation and sale of export proceeds into the foreign exchange markets. Oba Adeoye, Arise News, Lagos.